Is the government really slapping a 20% tax on your bank deposits? While viral posts claim a new tax is coming, experts say it's just a reform to fix a long existing loophole. But concerns persist over how it's being framed and implemented. Jin Kim has the details.
Worried that your entire bank savings will now be taxed 20%? Several posts online claim the government is slapping a new 20% tax on your bank deposits, but the Department of Finance calls this fake news, insisting that the Capital Markets Efficiency Promotion Act, or CMEPA, simply corrects a long-existing loophole. Top stakeholders, including the Management Association of the Philippines, the Bankers Association, and the Asian Consulting Group, are now speaking up to set the record straight.
Obviously, it is a wrong perception. The final tax has always been 20%. All CMEPA did was apply that same rate on the deposits that are over 5 years and on dollar deposits, which I agree with the statements of the government that those were really for the wealthier people.
The 20% final tax has been there since the 1997 tax reform. And that is a 20% final tax on the interest income, not on the deposit itself, on the interest income of savings account. There is no new tax, and the tax is not on the deposit, but on the interest income, and not on the savings account, because there is already been subject to 20% final tax since the 1997 Tax Reform Act. So that's very clear.
For economist Filomeno Santa Ana, standardizing tax rates is about correcting a long-standing imbalance. Economist J.C. Punongbayan says most Filipinos are not affected by the new rule. According to industry leaders, the tax is simply being made uniform to correct an old system that allegedly favored the wealthy.
I would say that the people who are affected are very few, mostly the wealthy who are affected by this tax. For normal savings deposits, for people who do time deposits, like the ordinary Filipinos, there is no change at all. The CMEPA actually is quite good. It puts a uniform tax across all. It makes execution simpler. It makes investors able to understand the tax regime of this country easier.
Tax advisor Mon Abrea also clarified that the viral posts are misleading. The tax is not on savings itself.
So there's really no bad news, except that there are fake news. There were misinformation, a lot of misinformation. So for me, since the international standard is all deposits are subject to tax, then it should have been the case in the Philippines.
Yes, because large depositors were the people who used to do these 5-year time deposits. They're the ones who have dollar FCD accounts. Now they're taxed at the same rate as you and me, who have small deposits, who are always taxed 20%.
Beyond fixing the tax system, CMEPA also aims to encourage Filipinos to participate in the capital market.
So the good news is it will encourage us to invest in the stock market, and that there will be a fairer imposition of tax on all deposit. The bad news is specifically for those 0.4% who are actually maintaining time deposits with 5 years or more maturity. It's a message to all of us to diversify, to consider investing in the stock market or other investment portfolio, which will have lesser taxes.
But economic think tank Ibon Foundation disagrees, calling the move regressive and maintaining that the rate for the ultra-rich shouldn't be the same for the rest. Further adding that ordinary lower-income families should not be pushed into participating in the capital markets. Jin Kim, Billionaire News Channel.